So how's it guys, Riotbox here, and welcome back to another F1 2020 video. So we are not far away from the release now. We are just about a month away from F1 2020 releasing. If you pre-order the Schumacher edition, you will get it 3 days early. So that'll probably be what I'll be doing as well, because some of the new content for the Schumacher edition looked really sweet as well. So what I've got here is I've got some gameplay from F1 2020. It is racing around the streets of Baku as the Alfa Romeo. So we will take a look at that footage a little bit more in detail in a minute, but first I've got these screenshots from the Schumacher edition, which will show you some of the 4 cars that are going to be introduced to the game if you pre-order and get the Schumacher edition. So the first car then is the Benetton 94, a very nice looking car. Here we go, we've got 2 screenshots of this. So the classic cars do seem to be featuring a lot more in this game, and it's still very prominent in F1 2020. They first were introduced into the F1 series in F1 2013, where they sort of sat on the side and didn't do much, but they look to be a lot more integrated into the game this time round. So the next screenshots, then the next 2 screenshots are of the Benetton 95. Again, a very sweet looking car. So then, getting into the Ferrari, included in this Schumacher edition, and it is the 2000 Ferrari Formula 1 car, the Ferrari F2000. A very imaginative name, but a very nice looking car. Schumacher went so quick in this car. Then the 4th car then we're looking at is the 91 Jordan 191. So throwing it back to the 1990s, very early on in 91. So this should be a very fun track, a very good car to drive. Looking at these screenshots of Spa at the top of Eau Rouge, and then one as an overhead. Looks like some sort of braking zone or something down there, but looking very nice. So then, looking at the gameplay in hand today, we are here at Baku, and it is the hot lap video that Codemasters released, and it's 20 turns here at the street circuit of Baku. A very tricky track, one I always struggle with on the games. It's a relatively new track in terms of F1. It's been in since 2016 when it was first introduced into the calendar, but here we go then. Taking a look at the Alfa Romeo, this is again the placeholder car. It's not the final car, unfortunately. You can sort of tell by the steering wheel. I don't think that is the Alfa Romeo steering wheel by looks of it, but again we can see overtake mode on the steering wheel. We can see it's also time trial mode because the tyre temperatures are all just set by default to 100 degrees and they're not changing. So again, it's looking very similar to the F1 2019 version of the circuit. If anything, it looks a little bit wider in certain areas from what I can tell. But overall, very similar. Obviously, we have updated sponsor boards. We've got the F1 70th anniversary boards dotted around the track in certain places. I think the curb profile has changed for certain corners as well. But yeah, looking at a very nice livery. The Alfa Romeo Sauber is a very nice looking car. Similar livery to last year's car. You don't expect it to change too much really. It is Alfa Romeo, which of course are owned by Fiat, and Fiat also own Ferrari. And if you've seen the Ferrari cars over the past how many years, they don't ever change. They're always that red and then a little bit of detailing and sponsorship. But yeah, it's coming around to the end of this lap then. Overall, looking very good. Looks like the track's a little bit wider. A few profiles of the curbs changed, so it should be a little bit friendlier to race around, and we've got some nice B-roll clips dotted in this footage. So overall looking nice. T-cam looking okay, but you'll probably adjust that because you can adjust that on the games. But yeah, overall looking forward to this game. Very excited. If I get some more gameplay, I will continue to bring it to you guys, but do let me know down below if you will be pre-ordering the game. Will you be getting the Schumacher edition? Will you be getting the standard edition? Let me know what your thoughts are so far. I'm looking at getting the early access copy, to be honest, because the Schumacher content looks good, but also the 3 days early access. When everyone else is playing it, you want to be playing it, so probably that is the version I'll be getting. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. But for now, I will see you guys in the next one.